Hello, welcome to Celibacy at the Beach TV. My name is Aura. Thank you for tuning in. Celibacy at the Beach is a ministry that I created out of the Hope of Tamar, which is a ministry that I created 2 years ago, initially to help assist Haitian couples, families, and women better advance themselves through various projects that we had. One, for example, was a hygiene holiday packet that we passed out where I collected donations and hygiene products locally and dispersed those in the Port-au-Prince area of Haiti. And then I also had the mass wedding program where my organization helped 10 couples get married. 2 of the couples had syphilis, but they still were able to get married later on. We provided the wedding certificates, birth certificates, and also the wedding dresses and a few suits for the couples. So I'm super happy and very appreciative that I had that chance to do that in 2011 and 2012. This year I haven't been able to go back, and the Lord spoke to me about doing more here locally in the United States. So one of the things that's been on my heart is something that I have made a commitment to do, which is being celibate. So some of you guys may not know what celibacy is and what it means, but pretty much it means to abstain from having sex or having a sexual relationship. So I also want to read what Merriam-Webster has to say about celibacy. You can find that in any dictionary online, but I'm going to read it right here. So the definition for celibacy is the state of not being married or abstaining from sexual intercourse. And then it goes on to give more detail that celibacy is the deliberate abstinence from sexual activity, usually in connection with a religious role or practice. It has existed in some form in most world religions. It may indicate a person's ritual purity, meaning sexual relations being viewed as polluting, or may be adopted to facilitate spiritual advancement. As such, a sexual activity would take place only within the bounds of matrimony. Marriage and family were seen as an entangling distraction. So that's what Webster's dictionary has to say about celibacy, which is really good. It's what God has designed for us, basically. You're not supposed to have sex unless you're married, but in today's society, who's not going to tell you that? You know, we live in a society where mass media pretty much controls everything. And when you're looking in the magazines and you're watching movies, even just watching commercials, it's pretty obvious that sex sells, and it's become more and more disturbing as I've gotten older. I'm in my early 30s, so I'm 30-something, and this is just, you know, the sexual revolution right now is really out there, and I really want to say that I think it started with Marilyn Monroe. Of course, way before then, but I mean, she was the ultimate bombshell for sexual liberation, starting in the time that she was really popular. And I really feel like it's escalated with different women and men on TV making videos, artists, music artists, rappers, singers, even models, where the sexual revolution has just definitely been, it's just been glamorized. And I think it's really sad and really lonely when you're trying to do the right thing. So I'm glad that I've created this ministry, and I'm hoping that it will reach somebody, even if it's one person. You know, I'm cool and I'm fine with that. But I just want to be that voice, and I want to help with the movement for celibacy. I know that this has been a growing trend, and I hate to use the word trend, but I just feel like even though Hollywood and mass media has glamorized being sexual and having sex, and it's okay, you know, it's cool. You have the Kim Kardashians out here that are, you know, splattered across the magazine. She has her own TV show, and pretty much she's saying that sex sells. It's okay, you know, to have a child before getting married when it should be the other way around, but it's just really been glamorized, and that's sickening to me. Things happen, but I really feel like media is picking different people to glamorize that lifestyle that it's okay, when it's really not, because God did not design us to operate like that, and to go forth in our life and our lifestyles of just being sexual and casual with everyone. So I'm glad that there's couples like Megan Good, who's gotten married recently, and her husband has been talking out about their commitment and being celibate and waiting, and even having a relationship where both of them are very attractive people, that they were able to stay together and not have sex and be celibate. So I'm really thrilled that that story has came out. I'm really thrilled that they made that commitment, even though I didn't hear too much about it until they got married. I'm really thrilled that they're up and out and about and talking about it. And I'm glad I have that chance and that voice. So, of course, I'm not at the beach right now, but that is the plans, to do more on the beach, to do interviews, to talk to people, ask questions, and to record on the sands, and just be, there with nature, and be there and to talk about celibacy, and I'm hoping in a way that other people, I guess, on YouTube have not talked about it, just to give a different perspective. As a woman of color, I just want to encourage other women of color, that it's achievable and they can do it, and yes, it's lonely, and not to listen or read the statistics online about the percentage of black women, especially women with advanced degrees who are single. It's discouraging, yes. It's hurtful, yes. But God, He hasn't forsaken anybody, and everyone will be celebrated in their due time. There's a time and season for everything. But it's lonely. It's lonely being celibate, especially when you're walking out and you're seeing couples, but you don't know what that couple's doing. Most likely they're having sex. I'm not judgmental, but most likely that's what's going on, because that's our society. We don't know, but you don't know what they're doing to have that man. You don't know what that person is doing to have that woman, for example. And in the Bible it states, the way to heaven is narrow. It's not wide. Not a lot of people are going that way. So it's harder, and it's tough to be celibate, and it's even harder to be in a relationship with someone and be celibate. But I want to encourage everyone. I want to encourage the viewers who are not celibate to hopefully listen to what I have to say and make a change, or at least think about it, that being celibate is basically the best way to go. Anytime that you're sleeping with other people, you're giving pieces of your soul away. You're shattering your soul, especially if there's a breakup. Usually, most of the time, when you're having sex and you're not married, it is not going to end well. I can speak from experience, and I'm just an open person. I'm divorced. I've been engaged and had a broken engagement. I've had men to just pretty much just break my heart to the point where I was depressed. I've been betrayed, and I want to encourage those single parents as well to be careful. Be choosy when you date, and perhaps, I hate to say this, don't date at all. And I know that can be lonely, but when you have a child, you need to protect your child, because there's predators out there that sometimes are not looking to date you, but may be interested in your child. So I want to encourage those single parents, women of color. I want to encourage singles. I want to encourage everyone, but I just want to speak more about my perspective, because I'm a 30-something. I can talk more about that perspective. I'm a woman of color. I can talk about that perspective. And I can really just talk about being single, because I am single. So I look forward to recording at the beach. I look forward to giving tips on how to maintain celibacy. I look forward and doing surveys and asking questions. I look forward to talking to more 30-somethings. it's going to be interesting, and I look forward to Celibacy at the Beach TV. Thank you.